Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is just to simply mask this part out. So the first thing I will do is something like, I believe something like this. Yeah, something like that. And then we're just gonna polygroup it and erase the other polygroup. Modify topology, delete hidden. Then we're gonna go to zero measure, and then we're gonna press keep groups, because if we don't keep the group, it's gonna turn out something like this. We'll get these sharp, not very nice edges, right? So if I press keep groups, for some reason I get soft and nice edges, so I'm just gonna press that. Then I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit, something like this, right? And I want a lot less topology, so I'm just gonna keep making it like half right here. I'm gonna turn off adapt and just turn on half and turn on keep groups. Yeah, something like that. That's kind of perfect. So I'm gonna go and press B, Z, M. This will give you like the C modeler, right? And then here, if you press down the space bar, you can see this menu, and I'm gonna take extrude all polygons. So I'm just gonna extrude this out a little bit, something like, yeah, something like that. And you can see here we get one polygroup, two polygroups, and a third for the line here. So these two, you could polygroup them together, but I'm just gonna leave them, because now we're gonna use this group right here and press the like spacebar again. So instead of all polygons, we're gonna go to polygroup island and then extrude. As you can see, something like that. Let's see. And then you can see here, now the polygroups are like, these two are the same, right? So they're kind of like frozen together. So I'm just gonna make a separate like poly loop here. So I'm gonna go over the edge, something like this, press the space bar, and then I'm gonna choose, let's see, polygroup. And I'm just gonna polygroup it. Then I'm gonna like hide the rest, mask it, and then unhide and switch the mask. So this isn't masked and this is. And then I can take the move brush and I can just move it. And I'm gonna press it a little bit upwards, something like this, just to make it a little bit extra. And you can see here, this is like the lip of the like armor plate, right? So I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger to make it look more like fantasy-like. And make sure it doesn't look too flat like this from one angle. So I'm just gonna push it outward a little bit more. You can make it like right here, you might want it a little bit like wider, and here a little bit thinner. So you can really work with like the artistic flow and the shape language with help of those different kind of like aspects of the armor creation. So something like that will kind of work. Now then, I'm gonna go to C modeler again. Gonna turn the draw size down to the smallest one, and then go over the edge, crease, edge loop partial, and I'm just gonna press on the edges, something like this. As you can see, super simple. And what this will do is that it will actually keep the edges like sharp. So if I go to dynamic subdivision and press dynamic, it's going to keep the subdivisions and the edges sharp. Without this, it would be soft. Without this, it would look something like this. You see, not very nice, right? I'm just gonna turn this off so I can see what I'm doing. Something like this. I'm just gonna turn these all edges on again, something like this, right? And then we might actually want like a sharp line in the middle here as well. And here, I'm just gonna use the damn standard. If you want, you can turn on lazy mouse, but I'm just gonna do this freehand. I'm just gonna push this outward. You see, I'm inverted the mask, right? I'm just gonna use this and make a sharp line, something like this. And then with the move brush, we can just move it and make it more like symmetrical and more spherical, you know? So something like this, and then dynamic, and we get this nice sharp like edge in the middle. All because of edge loop partial. Something like this. But let's see, do we want sharp edges here as well? Yeah, we could kinda use that. So I'm just gonna push this out a little bit to make this a little bit sharper as well. Alright, we have this part. This looks kinda good. So now I'm gonna turn off dynamic. I'm gonna do some real subdivisions. So 5 maybe. And then here, I'm gonna turn on lazy mouse. So I'm gonna go to stroke. I'm gonna go to, let's see, lazy mouse. And lazy mouse is already on, perfect. So otherwise you just press here for lazy mouse, as you can see. So here then, I'm just gonna do some kind of a like ornament. Let's see. Something like this maybe. Something like that. And now you can sharpen up like the like top here with changing the alpha to something more like, let's see, I'm gonna change it to alpha 37. And just sharpen this up to just give it a little bit more shape, you know, something like that. And that kind of looks like an armor, right? And then you can very like easily color this in with poly paint. So let's do that. First thing, I'm just gonna make it all like very dark, something like this. And then you're gonna turn this on, this one here, and mRGB like channel, and then color. And we're gonna press fill object. I'm gonna make sure that's actually a little bit more at the like a gray side, something like this. Now, when we switch the colors, nothing happens. If you don't have like added this, when we switch the color, you see it's gonna switch like this. So yeah, make sure that you actually apply the color, and then we just gonna use this like edge here, just hit the rest of it, right? Gonna do this like more this color, like yellowish, something like that. And then I'm gonna go to the standard brush and remove like a Z add, right? And just draw this over. Something like this. Super simple, right? Something like this. Alright, so now for the final step, I'm gonna just add a basic texture. So let's see here, let's maybe even subdivide once more. Go down to layers, add a layer, for safety of course, and then surface, noise, and here you can see we have all of these like attributes here, and with this is like the noise. So we're just gonna drag the like noise upwards. You can see that we get a lot more texture, right? And then we're gonna turn the like strength, let's see, something like that, and we can play with this part here. You can see it changes pretty much, or like changes the overall noise by quite a lot. So we're just gonna turn it down to something like this to get this more like metal looking texture. And when we've done that, we're just gonna press OK, and then this isn't applied, this is just like fake noise, you know. So this is just so you can view how it can look. So then when you press like apply to mesh, you have a lot of flexibility right now. So if you press to apply to mesh, it's actually applied. So now you can draw like with let's remove mRGB and let's just add the like set add. So you can see now I can draw on top of this. If I haven't added it, can still draw on top of it, but this isn't applied. You can see it isn't applied. It's the same level of detail still. So if you want this on your mesh, as far as I know, you need to apply it. So I'm just gonna apply it. Something like this. Perfect. And yeah, here we've basically done it. We've made a very simple like armored piece. I hope you like this, and yeah. Did you enjoy this video then? Please smash that subscribe button and like this video. I also have this video right now, right here, about sculpture. I really think you will enjoy it, and I hope you will watch it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.